Okay, hi everyone. We're going to do a quick analysis of the metals because they are getting poleaxed today. We're seeing a lower, really a higher low on the big picture in GLD. Um, and until that gets violated and makes a lower low, really below 112, this is still in a near-term uptrend, intermediate-term uptrend, but it is under great pressure today. I'm not sure what pushes down. I don't know what the news is. This is an excellent buying opportunity. This is a much deeper pullback than I was expecting, um, but I do not believe that we make a lower low. We are seeing some divergence in the Stoch here, which actually improved on this move. The MACD fell steeper. Um, into negative sell territory. So we do need to see some upward movement in price in the near term. Otherwise, this will break down. You can see that we are well below the leading span of the cloud here. And it looks like we're going to snap back. Whether that happens or not remains to be seen. Um, but remember, European QE starts next month, and liquidity in the world still abounds. This is a sign of the near-term deflation hitting the world. Um, Interest rates are rising. TLT got hit, continues to get hit. I think this is what's hammering gold, is the fact that rates have done a complete turnaround. The price is falling here and the rates are rising, and that is something that will draw people into bonds as a safe haven rather than gold as a safe haven. However, in the coming months, liquidity will be buoyant again, and due to that, I'm not expecting um, gold to continue to fall. Silver had a really nasty day today, um, down 5% so far. Remember to look at the week. This is a nasty day, but we can very well finish the week much higher. Um, Silver has a pretty good uptrend going here. If we can compress this down, you're going to see that all is not lost. This is really the rising channel you want to look at. And there's another, we popped out of it, and everybody believed that, let's get rid of the cloud, that this was going to hold. And we came back into this channel, and right now we're into this very wide and sloppy channel. The metals are very wide and sloppy. Remember, when something's making huge flushes like this and huge gains, um, you have to respect two things really: the moving averages, the slope of the moving averages, especially, as well as the price bottoms. Okay, and the bottoms are making higher lows. We are still making higher lows. So even though this looks awful, this looks like a panicky flush, you know, a nightmare run, we're all going to die. That's simply not the case yet. Short-term traders are getting hammered here, which is why I said buy out 3 months at least. Um, Whereas in gold, same thing, same thing. I did not think we would flush this low, but again, this is nothing more than a higher low. This is still a higher low. I do not want to see us break down out of this channel. Even if we fell to the 1180s, that would still be a higher low. We really have to break down past the 1170s in order to get this into a deep, deep correction. Right now, this was a massive overthrow. This is a short squeeze. That's what brought us from 1185 to 1301. So at 1301, everyone turned bullish, and now we're getting a massive counter trend move in what is still a bullish uptrend for now. This is a daily on gold. What's concerning here is that the moving averages are rolling over. And we need to see, although bizarrely, the 50-day is still climbing. The 50-day is still moving up today, and it will continue to rise up and cross the 200-day as I see it. And that is very bullish. So don't be surprised if this turns around. Um, it's tough to buy here. I realize that, but it was tough to buy here. It was tough to buy here. It was tough to buy here because it looked like the overthrow. We overthrew to the upside and we were just going to break down again. Um, so if you have the stomach for it, this is a great place to enter. I'd look at the weekly closing here before you get panicky. The weekly is showing you these series of higher lows. If we can finish the week right around 1218 and hold last week's low, I wouldn't be surprised. We need to put in a hammer on the weekly at some point and move higher. When you see the hammer on the weekly, I may be drawn into saying the coast is clear. We are rolling over a bit on the MACD here, but it has not crossed on the weekly. On the daily, it's still on the sell side. This looks like it's going to bottom pretty soon here. This has been a long, slow weekly push down. We had bear flag and a bear flag. This bear flagging action has got to end, or liquidity has got to increase, must increase. Right now, it looks like all of the selling pressure in gold has climaxed and is coming to an end. Don't short here. You don't have to go long, but the volume is extremely light. Extremely light. Looking at a weekly, you want to see this. To me, looks like the bulls still getting taken to the woodshed because they got overzealous up at 125. But if you bought around 117, 118, you're really not that much in the hole, and the selling is completely drying up. Okay. When European QE starts, I expect the buyers to step in again. I think global liquidity, not U.S. liquidity, is what's going to move us here. And this looks like the end of a move to me. Again, if we push down and lose these lows at 112, really 114, then gold's not done breaking down. But again, for all this nasty price action, the MACD is just kind of gently glided over. It hasn't turned around like the Stotch and slashed down through and made a cross. The weekly MACD is not crossed yet. It will touch next week, and that will be decision time. We will move up or we will move down. Given that the selling is abating, I tend to see we're going to move up. But keep an eye on it, and you could pick up some very cheap options for the upside. All right.